Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sunkist and this is
Sunkist Serves!
If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting on once again? If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button for me. I need Sunkist Nation to grow as large as it can. Everybody needs some inspiration in their life and everybody needs a bit of fun in their life too. And that is what Sunkist Serves provides. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go straight into today's morning inspiration on this lovely Monday morning. Today's morning inspiration is going to be centered on the topic of fasting, what fasting is in a Christian's life, and what fasting does for you. I wanted to touch base on this topic because currently my church is doing a corporate fast for 21 days. We are doing 21 days of seeking the Lord's face. Our theme is divine acceleration. But I believe that, universally, all Christians should incorporate fasting into their routine. Fasting should be something that we do frequently. Maybe you're watching this and you've never fasted before or you haven't done it frequently. So I think it is important that we touch on the basics of fasting and know all about, the different types of fastings and what goes into it. One of the famous fasts that we see in the Bible can be found in Daniel chapter 1. There we see a young lad, a youth, Daniel, who planned and vowed that he would not defile his body with the king's food and the king's wine. He chose instead to have vegetables and to drink water. And the officials were like, "You're going to be looking very sick. Don't do that." And he's like, "No, let's put it to the test. Give me vegetables, give me water." And after a 10-day period, he was looking even healthier than the people that were eating the king's food and drinking the king's wine. As Christians, fasting is a spiritual discipline that we are supposed to follow. Fasting can be defined as abstaining or eliminating food intake for a specific amount of time and for a purpose. Fasting and prayer go together. I always say this. Fasting without prayer is starvation. Do not find yourself fasting without communicating with our Father, without communicating with God. You are just starving yourself. Now, you might be asking the question, why do we need to fast? Why do we fast? And they are valid questions. But we have to understand that there are two levels involved in the process of fasting, our spirit and our flesh. Our flesh is what we feed when we eat, when we drink. It is a fleshly desire that we are satisfying. However, as we fast, we take the focus off of ourselves and put 100% of that focus back on God. We are really heightening our reliance and our dependency on our Father. So you notice that when you don't eat, your body becomes very weak, your flesh becomes weak, but your spirit is heightened because, again, your spirit is focused 100% on God. It is connecting with God during that fasting period. In Matthew chapter 26, we see Jesus was in the garden praying with his disciples and he left for a brief time. When he returned, he found his disciples sleeping and he's like, "Could you not tarry with me for 1 hour? Like, could you not pray for just 1 hour with me?" And it came up that he was saying, like, watch and pray because the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we have to see to it that we do not fall into temptation. And that can happen to any one of us. So fasting is very important. It has those two levels that we need to be mindful of. Now, there are many different fasts out there and there are different ways that people fast. Some people will start their fast at 6 a.m. and go until 12 noon. They'll go into 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and even 6 p.m., which is 12 hours. If you've never fasted before, I would recommend that you set an achievable and attainable goal for yourself. If you believe that you can do 6 to 6 p.m., more power to you. But I would recommend starting off small. So if you wake up at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., push it and go maybe all the way till 2. And then start pushing that hour back until you've gained the strength to do 12 hours or how many hours that you want to do. There is a fast called the Daniel fast. And that is after people break their fast, all they eat is fruits and vegetables for a period of 21 days or 30 days, however long your fasting period is. You may lose a lot of weight, but trust me, the results are rewarding. Your connection with God is strengthened, and that's with all fasting. So look into the different fasts that there are. Go on Google, go and see what's up. And something also, when you are breaking your fast for the day, try to eat something light. Don't go and get something heavy that's going to overwhelm your body. You want to ease your body into it. So there are lists of food that you can look at online that will help you know what foods are good when you are breaking your fast. And again, fasting without prayer is starvation. It is important that we are constantly in contact with our Father and with heaven. You cannot fast without praying. That is the point of fasting, connecting with your Father. So make it a point to always, always, always be in contact with Him. Pray. Pray without ceasing. That is what the word says. Always pray. Let prayer be your breakfast. Let prayer be your lunch. Let prayer be your dinner. And again, your prayers do not have to be long and drawn out, but the list of topics that maybe your church has put together or that you are believing God for personally, make sure that you hit those topics. And I believe that after your fast, whatever time, God has appointed or set for your breakthrough to come through, it shall surely come to pass. I hope you enjoyed this video today on fasting. Remember, fasting is a spiritual discipline that Christians take on. It is important. It should be a routine. It should be part of our Christian journey and our Christian walk. We want to make sure that we are depriving our flesh of all desires and that our spirit is in tune with the Father without any distractions. We want our focus to be 100% on God. I hope the tips that I gave you too were helpful. If you have any questions about fasting, I am not a pro, but definitely in the comment section, put your question there. I will do my best to answer, and Google also helps too with any questions that you may have about fasting. Stay tuned for my next video here on Sunkissed Sirs. I love you all, and I hope you have a great week. It's going to be great. We are still in the month of October, almost to the end of 2022. God is surely going to do great things in our lives, and I hope you believe that and you know with confidence that it will happen. It will come to fruition. Bye, and see you later.